a lovely weekend, as I said before. But I'm headed back home now, and I'm telling y'all, I feel like a totally new woman. For real, totally new. I'm refreshed in my mind, refreshed in my spirit, refreshed even in my knowledge. Because you know what I learned? What I learned this weekend was so valuable. Never give up on love. Never give up on loving people. I saw elderly people. When I went to go see Mamma Mia, the musical, elderly people was in that place holding hands. Never give up on what you want out of life, what you want out of your relationship. There's somebody out there that's willing to give you what you want. These people were holding hands. They were nice to one another. I don't know how they act at home, but I see they have a relationship in public, and that says a lot right there. When you can have a decent relationship in public and also at home. I would be the same way at home that I am in public. So you get what you get. I mean, it just blessed my heart. I know these people were every bit up in their 70s. I saw grandparents with their grandchildren, showing them a good time. It's never too late to love on those who you love the most. We love everybody, but there's always them, that set of people that we love the most. And it's never too late to get out and do something good with them. Do something that will bring life to them. We don't know what our children go through when they go to school. We don't know how they feel. We don't know what stresses our children out when they are so young or old. So for me to come and see grandparents, spending their Labor Day weekend with their grandchildren, taking them to the movies and stuff, to me, that was a blessing. It was a blessing. It helped me to see, that there are some things that I can do differently with my grandchildren and that I can do better. Excuse me. Some things that I can do better as a grandmother. Sure, I'm doing a lot of things at home with them, but I think it's time that my grandchildren start traveling off with me and enjoying themselves that way too. We do travel to church, but that's about all that we do is just go to church. But it's time that I show them that it is some good out in this world, and how to be careful at the same time of folks that seem to be trusting, and they're not. So I had to be an example to them. But I thought that was such a romantic thing to, how it is in the movie theater when the lights come on. You get to see everybody, and it reminded me of the club days. In the club you dancing good and having fun and feeling all cute, and then when the lights come on, it's like, what? Oh, what is this? A booger? A monkey? Monkey over here? So when the lights came on in the theater, I saw it was full of elderly couples out still enjoying one another. That's the kind of love I want. That's why I ain't rushing. That's why I'm not rushing. That's why I'm not being nobody cushion. They say plus size women more for the cushion and all that. I'm not finna be your cushion. No. I'm saving the good I have for the good man that God has for me. I'm not interested in playing games, mind games and all that. I just want to be the best I can be every day. Even when I don't feel my best, I still want to be the best. I haven't took my allergy medicine, by the way. That's why I'm kind of nasally. I used to take it early in the morning by 8 o'clock, but I don't know, stuff just slipped by. I was having such a good time, stuff just slipped me by. But anyway, you got to learn how to love the ones that God has in front of you. If you can do that, oh, there's my Uncle Emmett. I don't know why he's pulled over though. Told y'all I wasn't far from home. I have folks down here. My sister might stop He's probably pulled over talking on the phone. My sister is actually behind me, so she's probably gonna stop when she see him. But yeah, it's so much to do out here in these small areas. And now I can tell you where I was at since I'm headed home. I was actually at the Days Inn. The Days Inn down here in Southern Pines, North Carolina. It's down here where they do a lot of golfing and have a lot of golf tournaments. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. The Wyndham tournaments and all that stuff. That's where I was at, and it was nice. It was nice. It wasn't expensive. For 2 nights was $114. For 2 nights, you can't beat that. For 2 nights, shout out to my sponsor again, Big Daddy Fashions up in California. Shout out to y'all. Y'all be sure to look that up. Big Daddy. But as I was saying, I'm like literally like 30 minutes from home. 30 minutes from home. That's about it. And I'm headed home, and I'll be there before you know it. But I was able to come down here and find the little things that oftentimes we look over, trying to look all grand and trying to impress people with where we go, and impress people with, look at the money I got, I'm spending, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm living my best life thing. Everybody ain't living their best life. There's a lot of people saying they're living their best life, but they ain't living their best life because they stressing, because they trying to impress other folks. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm just trying to tell you, it's life out here, and if you grab hold of it, you can live it the way that you want to live it, despite what you go through. And I said I wanted to get out for a weekend. I didn't say where I wanted to go. I just knew I wanted to get out, and I just knew in my heart that no matter where God sent me, I was going to enjoy it. And that's how I ended up having such a wonderful time, because it was already in my heart to have a great time before I left from home. It wasn't in my heart to come out stressing. It was in my heart to come back and share some things with my family that may help them as well, you know. So I want to stop and get a big cup of ice water so I can take my medicine. But I'm already halfway home. So so Southern Pines, North Carolina, you have been good to me. Southern Pines ain't done me wrong no kind of way. They got Sand Hills Cinema, which is Cinema 10. That's the movies. That's where I went and saw the movies. It was good. All right, been there several times before. It's always refreshing to go, especially if you don't go all the time. It's always refreshing. Got to ride by, and I didn't get to see my lake. Because I was doing so much, and my sister was down with me as well, her and her husband, the Gougers. You can meet the Gougers on my page. I got pictures of them up. I'm going to put some pictures of them up, because I haven't put all my pictures up, because I didn't want to spend all my time on Facebook. You know, I wanted to enjoy time. We went swimming. We had long talks. We had lots of laughter. We learned different things. I've never made a waffle before. I'm 42 years old, and this is one of my first new things that I've done since I turned 42 2 weeks ago. I made a waffle. I actually put the stuff in the cup and poured it in there and flipped the iron over and cooked it myself, and it turned out beautiful. I wasn't scared to do it. I was like, if I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna keep trying till I get this thing right. So I did it. And one thing I want to tell y'all something. One thing I learned while I was down here is that you gotta have performance movement. And what I mean by that, you gotta stay active. You got to stay physically active. And since last year in November, when my stomach first split open, I stopped being as active as I used to be. And so when I got here, I did a lot of walking. The first day was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard because my back started hurting. My legs were tight. Nothing was used to moving because I had slacked off and keeping my stretching exercises and meditation exercises, my yoga. I had slacked off in doing that because I was doing so much for everybody else. And I see now the only way to enjoy yourself in life is to keep yourself physically fit as much as you can. Stay physically fit. If it ain't doing nothing but doing some stretches and stuff. Once I got all those kinks out, things got a lot better. But at first when I got here and I got in that pool, because that was the first time I've been in the pool in a minute. When I got in that pool, I was like, oh my God. I can't hardly get out. My back is hurting. I was so freaking sore. I was even catching cramps. You hear me? But I had went and got me a gallon of water to drink for, those 2 days. So I kept drinking the water. But it was definitely an experience that I enjoyed. I truly enjoyed. You know what, though? I just thought about something. Why people always think if you go into a hotel, you're going to meet a man. I had people inboxing me on Facebook wanting to know who I was with and stuff. That's none of your business who I was with. But since you want to know, I was with nobody but myself. I tell people all the time, live single and love it. It's nothing wrong with going to the hotel by yourself. It's nothing wrong with pampering yourself. If the only time you're happy is when you're in front of somebody and you're doing stuff in front of somebody, then you ain't truly happy. I could care less if y'all hear me or not. But I'm just saying, I would have still been happy. This has been something I have been doing since I became single 8 years ago. 8 years ago, when I first became single and I was in a depression, and one of my guy friends, he was like, you do know you don't have to stay home because you're single. And see, that's the first time I ever been single in my whole life, since I was 15 years old. So just imagine, I didn't know how to live the single life. It's something that you ease into, and you fix as many problems as you can with yourself. Because I didn't have any friends when I became single. Because all my friends was his friends. And when he left, guess what? He took the friends too. So what I'm saying is that you have to learn how to be independent before you can be dependent upon people. And that's what I learned to do. Now, darn it, why the gas light got come on? I did do a lot of riding, but we're going to ride this thing on into my hometown, Candor, North Carolina, though. Sure is. But everybody was like, who you with at the hotel? Oh, I hear wedding bells and stuff like that. You don't hear no wedding bells because you ain't seen me with nobody. Let me tell you something. The man that gets me, he going to be glad to get me, and I'm going to be glad to get him. And we ain't got to parade nothing for nobody. I think that's where people mess up, where they try to parade who they are. Try to parade who they are in front of people, and then that's a hard thing to keep up. Because if that ain't who you really is, eventually it's going to be stressful and you're going to fall. You're going to stress one another out, so then you're going to fall apart. So don't be worrying about who I'm with. Trust me, when it's time for me to say I'm with somebody, you'll know. Because I'm going to change up. I'm going to change up. That's how you going to know. Because I'm going to change up. That's exactly right. I'm going to change up. When it's time for me to be with somebody, I'm going to change up. But meanwhile, y'all get out. Enjoy yourself. Have a great Labor Day weekend. I'm going to go home and I'm going to chill with the kids. But, back on that single thing, though. It's okay to get out and enjoy yourself by yourself. You don't need to take everybody with you all the time. I don't know where people get that stuff at. Where they get that stuff from? Always trying to say this a group thing. No, this ain't no group thing. I'm gonna tell you something too. My sister and her husband were down with me, but we only got together when we wanted to. We were still independent of each other. She was independent of her relationship with her man, and I